Hello everyone, it's Lisa Ann from Lisa Ann Tarot. Doing a Twin Flame collective reading, general reading. Just sort of figuring out how this full moon coming tomorrow is going to fare for the Twin Flame collective. It's going to be intense. It's going to be there's a lot of healing, a lot of purging, a lot of emotional bubbles kind of coming up to the surface to be popped. You're going to be ready to give up. You're going to be asking yourself, what am I doing this for? Because it's going to be uncomfortable. And you just have to remember that the universe makes us uncomfortable when it wants us to grow and it wants us to learn something. So what I did was I asked a few questions and got some cards from got a couple cards from the Mystic Moon Oracle and the Twin Flame Tarot. And then we're going to use the Classic Tarot to sort of flesh out some of the information about these messages. So the first set of messages that I got were from the moon. And it's sort of a story of how the moon is going to step in, what we're going to go through, and what the outcome will be. So as we are in this shadow period previous to the full moon, we're being asked to step out of our comfort zone. So like I said, there's a lot of emotional bubbles coming up to the surface, popping, making us uncomfortable, making us think about things, making us learn some things about ourselves. So there's a lot of healing coming up. So we're stepping out of our comfort zone, coming out in the shadow period previous. During the full moon, you need to know that the answers you need are coming. Just sort of hang in there. You're out of your comfort zone. You're dealing with emotions. You've got a lot of questions. So you just need to know that with these energies and how they're clearing and how you're healing, that the answers you need are coming. And then getting through the full moon, a fiery climax approaches. It's the full moon in Aries. So with the climax of the full moon, there are going to be some breakthroughs. There are going to be some epiphanies. There are going to be lessons learned and aha moments. So be prepared. Be prepared to have your mind blown. And then on the other side, the shadow period after the moon, a certain personal issue reaches resolution. So what I'm getting from that is there's going to be a lot of changes coming through with this full moon period. And a lot of us are sort of in the ending stages of birthing a new beginning. This is sort of like your final push. Take a big, deep breath and just bang it out. Let's get through it. Let's not give up, but keep stepping forward. Some messages from Spirit. We have freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Spirit wants us to know that you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So like I said, all of this being uncomfortable, and the things that you're dealing with and having to, my computer's acting up here, having to deal with, and things that are being brought up for you to heal and to find your way through are all happening for a purpose, and the blessing will be on the other side, and it will soon be revealed. And then we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So this is a soul connective reading. This is about a significant connection. No matter what label you put on it, it is a a relationship that you have with between two people that may or may not be together at this time. So the first set of cards that I have was sort of, what are the current energies right now, the collective connections. What are people experiencing in their connections right now? So we do have a Tower card, and we have the Family card. So what I get from this is, right now, both counterparts are going through a period of change and sort of breaking down of old molds, breaking down of their life and how they want to see things, put back together. A lot of these Tower moments that they're having, a lot of these realizations and sort of things that they have to deal with on their own have to do with family. It might have to do with children. So it may be that both counterparts have children, and it's kind of trying to find a balance between being with their families and kind of working this connection into it. Or maybe even on an individual basis, how to handle their family lives, how to find more balance in their family lives. So let's get a couple cards about this Tower moment and what it has to do, what family has to do with it. So let's clarify this first message. One more card, please. Alright, so we have the High Priestess. We have, this is about going within, about trusting your intuition, about finding balance between your light and your dark. So this is about doing some shadow work. This is about finding a good balance between yourself and your family, and how you're going to navigate those energies. It's clarified by another Tower. Excuse me. So, yeah, a lot of swift changes, a lot of things crumbling down, old structures, old ways of thinking, how things should be, are starting to crumble, and they're both starting to realize that maybe life, the way they've established it, isn't the way they want it to continue. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is very much about victory. It's about sort of coming together and working towards the same goal, working towards bringing this together in victory. So that's a lovely message. Okay, so the next message was what kind of changes is the full moon energies going to bring about. So we have a Page of Thoughts, we have Seeker, and we have Reinvention. So what I get from these two cards is both parties at this point have been very much in their headspace, trying to figure out who they are, maybe watching each other on social media or in the community, trying to figure out who the other person is and how this is all going to kind of come together. They might be looking at their lives and really reinventing themselves, how they think, how they interact, and how they want to move forward. So let's get a couple cards to clarify this. Get a couple cards about the reinvention. How the energies of the full moon are going to affect this collective. Two more, please. And one more, please. Oh, okay, we'll take two. Alright. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we have the Emperor and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So here is our couple right here. We have the Divine Masculine really stepping into his power as the Emperor. He's very sturdy, very trustworthy, very reliable, very logical. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, who also is very reliable, very independent, very, you know, working on her own self-worth and um, her own finances, really establishing herself on her own. We have the strength card, so both of them are really building strength in this reinvention, the changes that they want to see made in their lives. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is about heartbreak, and it's about you know, really a dark period between the two of them. So what I get from this is that the full moon is really going to bring out this old Three of Swords energy and help them bring it up to the surface, pop it. Like I said, the bubbles come up to the surface, they pop, and they heal. So through the full moon, with this reinvention period, we're going to see this Three of Swords energy really come up and dissipate, that they're going to build strength to move forward. And reinventing themselves and this connection. So the next set of cards that I have, the next message, is what was going to come up to heal for the connection during the full moon. So we have Judgment Day and we have Victim. So what's going to be come up to heal for them again is this Three of Swords type energy, this old energy of heartbreak and kind of grudges and negative energy that's holding them victim is going to be brought to the surface. So what they need to heal is they really need to observe their life, and do they want to hold on to this old stuck energy, or do they want to move forward? Do they want to continue to play the victim, or do they want a new life? Do they want a fresh start? Do they want to move forward? So let's get a few cards to clarify what's coming up to heal for this connection. Two more, please. And one more, please. Alright, so coming up for healing, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is about coming forward with an offer of love. We have the Five of Wands, which is an inner conflict. So being bound, being a victim to this Three of Swords energy, and really evaluating their lives. Maybe, you know, they want to have this cup of love, they want to have this offer, but internally they're fighting themselves. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about karma. This is about clearing karma. So the wheel is going to turn and help them sort of even all this out. You know, lay down the conflict, stop being the victim, and really think about this offer of love that's coming forward for them. So the healing that's coming up during this full moon is definitely about clearing some karma. It's about clearing the way of some past conflicts and things that they're holding on to. So the next message that I have is what change will we see after the full moon energies? And we have teamwork, and we have mute. So this is a change. So what I see here is what change is going to be brought forth through the full moon is that this connection is going to come together and start to collaborate and start to work together as a team. And what might have been muted previous is now going to change. So this means that there could be communication coming forward. This means that somebody might be coming forward speaking their truth. You know, maybe communication will open up between the two of them, and they'll be able to work together to go forward. So let's get a few cards to clarify this change coming through the full moon. And one more. One more. Okay. Alright. So what is going to change? They're going to walk away from this Five of Pentacles energy. They're going to no longer be left out in the cold, because we are going to change this muted energy into communication, into openly communicating. So an opportunity was going to come forward, possibly to work as a team, to collaborate, because there is a solid offer here. There is, both these hands are coming out of the clouds. This is about divine intervention. This is about something coming forward, and putting these two together and offering them a new opportunity to move forward and work as a team. And then this message, I asked, what can this connection look forward to following, these changes and things that they're going through? What can they look forward to in the near future, future energies? So we have wish fulfillment, and the answer is yes. So future energies of this connection are very positive. Wishes will be fulfilled, and the answer that they hold, in their hearts, the answer to that question is yes. So let's get a few cards pertaining to this wish fulfillment. Oops. Here we have three. Okay. So, coming out of the full moon, future energies, we have the Six of Swords. So we're coming out of rough waters into calmer seas, and we're doing this together, moving forward. We have the Nine of Wands. So this is about persevering. This is about hanging in there, and really seeing this journey through, because wishes are going to be fulfilled. We have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is about fulfillment. It is about wishes being fulfilled, wish fulfillment. And then we have the Empress. So the Empress energy is, the divine feminine, really sitting in her power, and the answer is yes to the question that was on your mind for that one. So wishes will be being fulfilled. You'll be coming out of rough waters into calmer seas, and persevering along the journey. So I have I asked for a couple of messages from Spirit, kind of what they wanted this couple to know. And the first one is divine assistance and big dreams. So divine intervention is definitely at work, making these dreams come true, fulfilling wishes. So let's get a couple cards. A message from Spirit. The first card about big dreams. Two more. And one more. One more about big dreams, please. Okay, I'll take two. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is about coming forward with a solid offer. The Knight of Swords coming forward with the truth. We have the Hierophant, so this is about your contract. This is about contract fulfillment. You know, getting to the end of the contract. And then we have the Star. So this is about divine intervention. This is about wishes being fulfilled. So we do have divine intervention at work here. So pushing you towards the big dreams. They're going in, the divine is going to step in and have some truths be brought forward, and pushing this couple towards the fulfillment of their contract. And then the last message from Spirit, we have romance and we have union. So what does Spirit want us to know about that? Two more. And one more. It's too many. Let's take that one. Oops. So the cards that we get for this romance and this union, we did get the Devil card. So this is about sexual attraction. This is about a couple being bound to each other and very attracted and a lot of chemistry towards each other, which we have romance in the union card, so that's not surprising. We have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is about having balanced emotions, about being kind and caring, and being very balanced in your emotions. So not only do we have a sexual union here, we do have, you know, hearts in the right place and emotions are flowing. And then the Hanged Man, which is about going within, about looking for the answers, about being balanced within yourself and being in touch with your inner thoughts and things. And then we have bottom of the deck. So we have on the bottom of this deck, we have a solid offer and the long haul. We have moon cycles and we have nostalgia. And then bottom of this deck, we have the Two of Cups. So that is about lovers reunited. We also have the King of Wands. Lovers being reunited, coming together, union. Let's feel like I want one more message. Let's see. Let's get some guidance from the romance angels here to kind of tie this up and tie it all together. So far, it looks like the full moon is definitely going to bring a breath of fresh air. It's going to bring through some changes, but not without some uncomfortableness, if that's a word. Not without, you know, emotions coming up, things coming up. As long as we persevere and stick tight to the journey, I think everything, I mean, obviously everything's pointing towards romance and union and the lovers, you know, all falling into place. So, you know, hang in there, don't give up yet. Let's get some guidance for this couple. from the romance angels. Alright. Codependency. So the romance angels are warning about about codependency, about trying to hold on too tight to each other. Sometimes you have to, let people go in order for them to come back. You have to kind of lose control issues and just allow things to happen and unfold naturally. Let's get a message for the masculines. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And for the feminines. Message for the feminines. Bottom of the deck. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So for the feminines, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and very soon. Clarity to decide what you want, so it comes to you now. So sort of the message to that is sometimes we get a picture in our mind how things are going to be. Throughout this whole journey, you hear the word union, union, union. That's what everybody wants. And you build up sort of a picture in your mind what that union is going to be. What it's going to be like when they come back after you're on separation. How things are going to, the fireworks are going to flow and birds are going to sing and stuff like that. Having all those fantasies and those dreams are good and they're healthy, but holding on to the expectation that says that's exactly how it's going to be is sort of, I think, what this codependency is pointing to. So you have to open your mind, you have to loosen your grip on that picture that you have in your mind of what things are going to be like. It's going to happen in one way or another. It just might not happen the way you pictured or the way you planned. So you have to keep an open mind and you have to kind of let go of that control. Let go of the control of the outcome, because you can't control how this is all going to fall into place. Just know that the universe is working behind the scenes to make your dreams come true and fulfill your wishes. And they're going to align everything to happen as it should. So that's just kind of how you let things breathe and let things unfold naturally. So this full moon is going to be intense. So look for, the fiery climax. And just know that everything's going to come to a resolution, that things are going to change and work out for the best. So thank you for tuning in and watching. I'll see you soon.